Alright, we just got Jimmy's hood dropped off. So, Johnny's gonna open it up real quick. A pair of snips, Johnny. Drag it inside. Here, open the door up so we can drag it in here where it's warm. Just dropping it off, yep. Damn. That big box. It don't weigh nothing, but yeah, regular freight.
Well, so much for FedEx.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. That's
what?
which? Oh, Johnny's talking to Johnny. Don't worry about it. All right, lay this down.
It looks good.
Johnny, lay it down. No, yeah, lay it down and then you can open the box like that.
You gotta open the thing. All right, lay it down.
It pulls off like a top. How big of a cowl did he order? It can't be that big. Well, the boxes anyway. There you go. Well, you gotta pull the. Watch your fingers on them.
Here.
Sweet.
Hold that.
Okay, yeah, a little 2-inch.
Is
Yeah.
it the same as yours?
No, I got mine all from the same company.
Dad. Here, just hold it like here.
Just hold it up. Where'd you pull it out? Nice. Yeah.
Well, at least nobody dropped it.
No, not this one.
Nice. Very nice.
It's gonna need a lot of.
Merry Christmas.
Did you give him a card?
Yep.
Did you give me a YouTube card?
YouTube
Oh,
card?
no. Give them a YouTube card, yeah. They're in the...
Whatever,
I'll get one.
All right.
Alright, it's nice.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that. Nice. No cutting, nothing. Beautiful.
Not bad. All right, Jimmy. Come and have a block party. Let's go.
That's it. Bring the cerveza. What? Yeah, trial fit.
Yeah, so if it doesn't fit, you can just send it back?
Yeah, good luck.
Trial fit first?
Well, like the one that we got, so like mine fits normal too, but like some of them they oversize them, so sometimes you have to cut to fit them.
This fit's good.
But this fits like really nice.
Now we got it.
So now we just gotta scuff it all down and we can paint it. And then mount the rails they're in that tube, so now we can put those on, mark out all our spots for the Zeus fasteners and everything, and that's it. Alright, we just got the tires showed up.
UPS showed up. The Ups van came through.
We only ordered them 2 days ago.
2 days ago. When you don't need something, you guys.
That's alright though, because we're going to use them now for next weekend.
Well, no, I know, but he told me they were going to come until
Next week.
Thursday or Friday.
So these are the new compound
DO5.
for their no prep stuff. So
we'll keep
what
those.
these are they're not a stiff sidewall, so
They're stiff.
they're
not-
stiffer,
not
but
stiff.
they're not a stiff sidewall, so like an S or whatever. So we're working on Jimmy's car today too. We got it up on the lift again. We are changing the transmission out. No. We're taking this pan off while it's like not full or whatever. We only have a couple like 3-4 quarts in it. We're putting the temperature sensor bung in it for the transmission. So we just drilled the hole, tapped it because it's pretty thick actually. It's thicker than we thought.
And that's it.
We don't even gotta weld nothing. Put some Teflon tape on it and send it on its way. We'll put it back together. We're gonna cut the hood up today. Make that all fit. Start getting the rails on it. You know, I think for Christmas I should have gotten you like an organizer set thing. Like for all the sockets and the wrenches and...
Then I won't find
But that's more for me than for you at this point,
nothing.
so... Yeah, I know, and then we wouldn't find anything, right?
7/8.
In there somewhere. One of those is bent though, so... There's 1 7/8 wrench in there, like the end of it's like all spread apart.
That's a custom tool.
It's a custom
My
one.
grandfather used to do the same thing.
Like,
Cut wrench. It's that one, look
it's
at it.
that one. It had to fit something, that's why.
In between a 7/8 and whatever, so...
Yeah, this is before they made metric wrenches. We used to make one of those. Alright, let's go. Put it back in there. We're good to go.
What did I hit my head on that one time?
Alright.
Through my head.
That's because you shaved your head. You don't got no buffer now. That's what happens. People don't believe it.
Those are my like rim feelers.
That's right.
Or the curve.
Exactly,
That's
like
why Pete
curve
always
seal.
wears a hat.
Alright, so we put this bung in here for the tranny cooling line. We put it on this side. So this side had the trans brake and all that, so you can't really fit it in there. I don't know if they showed you that, but... So, put it on this side so it's got clearance for the little probe that sticks in. Alright? Tighten that up. Let them tighten the thing up
Tighten
first.
all that up first and then I'll...
And then we'll go get some fluid.
What size is that?
And we should be able
Does that
Move
need
it.
Teflon tape too or
to... No, that's got a seat.
Okay.
So 11/16. Alright.
Long, slow process of cutting it out. Yeah. And then once we get like the big chunk of it off, then we'll sand it all down to where we want it. That way we can go real slow and don't mess it up. This side all done. Start on that side. Rip the last one. Get a nice chunk out of it. Alright, wait. Go this way. Alright, nice.
Get all the little prickly things off it.
Yeah, I'm gonna I've gotten my finger stuck with one of those before. It's like a nice little needle. Alright. Put some tranny fluid in it again. We'll start it up to pull it inside.
That what you're using, that Type F? We use that on the fucking race car. That thing made went sevens. Yeah. It's Type F fluid. It don't matter. The other stuff that you got the Amsoil was probably synthetic.
Alright, so Dad's drilling the holes out. They got the anodizer, so we're just making sure all the rivets can go through. Tape off the fender. That way we can use that to mark everything on.
Hey, so that one they didn't fit, right?
That one, no problem?
Yeah, these are big, if anything.
Alright. So, the other rivets are fine. These rivets, here, we can rivet a 2x4 with them things. They're huge. Let's see if you can see it compared to my finger. That's a big rivet. I'm gonna use little tiny ones because they don't need to be that long. Start sticking out past the fender. So on this, I think we kind of, that was on Kevin's Mustang that we did how the Zeus fasteners, you mark them out. Once you lay your strip on here and you have everything set up, take a straight edge, try to get it to the middle of the hole. You do a couple different angles, you mark the lines on here. Then when you go back and the hood's in place, take your straight edge, you line your marks up on 3 different spots and then scribe your lines, and then you have a center point on each spot. So we'll show you how that works. Alright, first hole, no going back. And we're using the piece of the old stuff so we can see how thick it is. So we know where it's going to kind of sit. You want the rail to be just enough below the fender, so when you put your hood on it, your hood's going to be flat. The hood's going to sit on top of these. And then when you put your piece on it, it all lines up.
I'll hold it, you make the hole, so I can hold it like that.
I was going to say, ready? good? Alright, so this one's all on. Do this side. Oh, you got them already? Yeah, there. Alright, so drill all those holes out. Then we can sit the hood on it, see what it looks like before we go nuts. So on the end here, so the fender goes down to, there you can see on this side, the fender goes down real thin, so we're gonna probably cut a section out of it so we can move this back. Maybe have to put a little bit of an extension off of this or something so we can hold the last ones in the front. And then there's going to be two in the front here somewhere. We'll have to make some tabs that come up on stands with the Zeus fastener and stuff. See it from here. There you go, low light. Cut this off.
Yeah, we're good over here. It just looks a little weird up here, but
Yeah, it's gonna go the hair that way. So we're gonna split the difference that way and this way. That we can, one that's all painted, you can see shit come off. All right. That looks good. That looks good. So now you got your side panels on, right? You got your attachment rails on both sides. We showed you this on the other video.
It was on Kevin's Mustang. I was kind of explaining it.
I've done it a lot of time, but on the video, it's definitely on his car. So now I'm going to show you. You're like, well, how do you find the holes?
Take the motor out and go from the inside.
Right. And you go sit in there. So now we're going to take the hood off. We know the hood fits now. We got a good fit. We got to figure out how to definitely hold that.
Like attach the...
a little bit better, right? But the back and everything, that's all good. And then we're going to make two. We're going to probably just put two in the front right here like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I take the hood off and then I'll show you what we're doing. So now you know right? That's where the holes are. That ain't gonna change, right? Now what do you do?
Straight edge.
Straight edge. Need.
There's one.
I'll be ready in a second.
All right, hang on.
All right, so
He's going. You gotta give that a crack
practice.
first.
All right, so we need to find the middle of the hole when the hood's on. So we're gonna look for the middle of the hole, right?
You know.
Like that, right? And then we're gonna find the middle of the hole, like that. And then we're gonna find the middle of the hole, like that. Right?
Okay, so now you have 3 points.
Now when you put the hood on, you follow your line, and you're done.
Okay. So then once the hood's on there,
Yep.
try to get
And
this. This is round, so we need something kind of flexible. So.
Yeah. Okay, and then
It's not, you know,
as long as you're in, you gotta. I'll show you. When we
Yeah.
get to that part,
because
you're
you're
looking
start
for the hole.
smaller, and then it's gonna
and
be
then you just wind it out.
yeah. Because then your Zeus fastener kind of covers the top on the hood. It's a little oversized anyway, so I'll do that to all of them. Okay, and then we'll show you when you put the hood on. All right, we got the hood all situated where we want it.
Yes, sir.
And then go where your lines are and mark it all out on the hood. Pop all the little holes real quick with your little 1/8 inch.
All right, so you're still not moving the hood. The hood's still in the same place, right?
There's fiberglass in my face.
Don't move the hood. Try to keep the hood in that same spot. Should have taped it down when we had it, but whatever.
It's alright.
Put 2 pieces on that side, and then we'll just make sure it's not going to move. Because then we want to make sure this line stays nice. And then the fun starts. I need a mask.
He said, I don't want to be here for messing the hood up.
Messing up my brand new hood.
So now,
Yeah, let me come on that side a little bit.
just make sure the hood don't move.
It should be alright.
Oh,
So then you,
That's it.
once you go around, then you just basically aug it out till it
Till it
lines
touches
up.
the other one.
So you gotta make the top just a little bit bigger. Because your Zeus fastener has a little bit of a bevel on the bottom. You got that right there. So you gotta make sure that fits in the hole. Good. I'll wipe it off with a rag. Hang on.
Yep. All right, so we had to take the headlights out, take the bumper and the headlights out,
That way we can get behind.
so that we could get behind there,
This one's
because it was tough to get that one. So that's on now. That's nice and tight. That ain't going anywhere. He's finishing riveting. So we're final rivets now. They put a little paint in there where we primed and painted the corners. So once he finishes riveting all that on, then we're gonna put the little spring clips in here. Right? Make all those, put all those on. And then
Somebody
we'll mark off
sponsor.
all those.
We need a little
What do you need?
electric or an air, just a rivet gun now. No?
Whatever. Don't matter. You still gotta load each one. It ain't like,
I know, but
it don't matter. Old school. By hand. So,
poor arms.
come on, you work out every day. You can do it, Jimmy. Come on. There you go.
I don't know, like
So
airplane
what we're
ones,
doing
they
is,
got
so
like
what
a
we're
clip.
doing is
Just
we're actually filling each hole up like that. So that's all done like that. Okay.
yeah.
And then the spring clips.
We're finishing up.
And then we got
The,
all of these to go on there.
hood, brackets.
We'll be done in a little while.
Yeah,
Probably another half hour or something. We'll be ready.
All right. So did you explain it all? What we're doing?
No.
All right. The last thing. All right. We took the bumper off. All those holes are made. So we're gonna make two Zeus fasteners in the front. Okay. So there's really no support though right under there that far. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our tab where we want it. It's gonna sit like way up here. Okay, so we're gonna use a piece of tubing. Okay, piece of tube. We got the bracket for it. What'd you do with it?
Right there.
Use one of these. We're gonna weld the tube to the bottom, and then we can basically make a little stand.
Extension from
Yeah, it's gonna be back because it's gotta come way back here.
All right,
So
listen, we need to take the hood off. I gotta put all the springs on that side so we can lock the hood down.
okay,
So
that way
all
it
the
don't
springs
move.
gotta be hooked up to that side. This way the hood won't move, and then we
Okay.
can make that.
And then it'll sit way out here.
Right. It's gonna
Where
be like
it
right
needs,
It's gonna
yeah.
be like right here. Two of them, one on each side.
Okay.
So we had to take the bumper off, take the headlights out so we can make those holes. So now that that's all off,
Do that, it makes
we're
it a
gonna
lot
do that,
easier.
and then we'll put the hood back on. We just ordered all the paint,
Yep.
so alright, let me put the hood on the roof real quick.
Okay, so that's how that's how it's gonna work on there.
All right, so I got these two things made up. We're gonna clean these up. He's sanding these down. I'm gonna go right here in the corner like this. All right.
Okay, those are all welded. I'm gonna let them cool down, and I'll scuff them up and prime them. And then I can hit them with some paint. And that'll be it. So now we're gonna scuff